the mill and overlay with the black asphalt pavement that we have. And that next year is the last year for curbing, replacement on Eisenhower, and then there are 2 more years of pavement on Eisenhower. The pavement is not just paving. We do repair all the cracks where the joints are deteriorating. You see there's some pretty good-sized holes out there today at the south end where the pavement joints come together. To wear and tear, the concrete deteriorates with the rock that was used. And then, of course, winters are hard on them with the chemicals. Next year's program is currently estimated to be about $1.3 million with the granite seal program, 20th Street, and the curbing to go along with that. We're also planning to work on the parking lot at the 500 block of Cherokee, which is the one directly across the street from Bronis Hardware. And we want to try to phase out what we need to do on 10th Avenue, similar to what we've seen on 20th Street, to bring that back to the commission. To roll into a series of approvals for the future pavement management plans. There's a balance in here for inspection services in 2018 if we were to need it, as well as the funds associated with design of the 2019 program. The design contract for all of that is $100,310 for a $1.3 million expectation of a program.
Any questions for Mr. McDonald? If not, I'll take a motion.
Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, I would move that we accept a design contract with a finished program for the 2018 pavement management program.
Second.
Motion and a second to accept the design contract with the Finnish Corporation for 2018 pavement management. Begin voting with Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Passes 4-0. Next item is design contract with George Butler Associates for 2018. Mike?
Yes, sir. This is a recommendation from staff to approve the design contract with George Butler Associates related to 2018 sanitary sewer infill and infiltration project. The 2016 and 17 projects are currently underway as we speak. The contractor is working on the vicinity of Cheyenne Street and 7th Street. He has a yard there with the equipment stage and the started work. This is a continuation of the same drainage basin area. We call it the 01-03. And originally, we had anticipated that this would be primarily repair work with some replacement, based on our experiences in the last year trying to get the current project completed. We realized that it's almost entirely a replacement project. And as a consequence, it's much more complex than originally anticipated as we work our way through this basin. The process that we are going through, or the order we're pursuing projects, is related to some work that was done in 2012, with the goal being to reduce excess water in the sewer system in the 3 Mile Creek drainage basin, which is effectively everything north of Spruce Street. Reduce that excess water by 30% to help reduce the cost of future wastewater treatment plant. Because once the water's in the pipe, we're required to treat it. If we can reduce the volume, we reduce plant size. So we're working our way through that. We did have to extend our schedule considerably based on the difficulties that we ran into. Construction costs are expected to be between $350,000 and $500,000 next year for the work that we've undertaken. And the George Butler staff is familiar with the problems based on the problem we had the last 2 years trying to sort out sewers in northeast level.
Any questions for Mr. McDonald?
I do have one other thing. There's a typo in here. Correct. If you were to approve this, it is $44,950, not $900.
$44,950. Okay. Any questions or comments for Mr. McDonald?
You said $44,950?
Correct.
Okay. Ready for a motion?
Yeah, hearing no questions, go ahead.
Okay, I move that we approve the contract with George Butler and Associates for the 2018 sanitary sewer project not to exceed $44,950.
Second.
Motion and second for the I&I design contract, George Butler. Begin voting with Commissioner Rainey.
Aye.
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 Passes 4-0. Thank you. Next item, purchase of ultraviolet lamps from Ray Lindsay Company. Mike?
Yes, sir. Policy report, which I'll go over. Once again, I have a confusing number. The correct number is $62,546.64.
Say that one more time.
62,546.64. We did get a revised number from them late in the game that decreased the value, which we appreciated. This is associated with the ultraviolet light bulbs used to disinfect wastewater at the treatment plant. This project was completed in 2012, and as part of that project, the city had a contract with the supplier to purchase the lamps at a discounted rate through the end of 2017, which is coming up. As we have replaced, there's 3 sets of lights. We have replaced 2 of the 3 over the last 2 years, and this is the 3rd one. What we learned from working with the manufacturer was there is a price increase that is due in 2018 that would create a higher price light bulb than we had originally anticipated, which was in fact higher than our contract value. And we confirmed that we can get the lights at the super discount price, if you will, saving the city about $20,000 if we approve them fairly expeditiously, and they granted us an extension to this meeting to approve purchase of the light bulbs at $128.75 apiece. In previous meetings, the commission has asked that staff find ways to reduce the necessity of so much money so quickly on light bulbs. And Chuck Staples, wastewater superintendent, is here. And if I misspeak, he can certainly correct me and give you even more information.
Come on up, Mr. Staples.
But we have been working diligently to find ways to improve that. Some of the things that we have done, I believe we brought to the commission, variable speed pumps to particularly the low flow part of the day, which is overnight, typically from midnight till 5 or 6 in the morning, evens out the flow, allows us to, the lights are either on or they're off. They don't fluctuate as the pumps go on and off. And that has been a great help. We've got a flow meter repaired and better integrated into the system, which is tied into that whole the variable speed and recirculation thing. And then as we were talking at the staff level with input from city manager, we realized that there was another thing that we could do, which was to reduce the number of light bulbs through the use of the software that are on if the water is clear. Because it turns out that the wastewater that we are treating for most of the day is actually clearer now than it was when we were doing our design. We tested for several months to see how clear the water was, how far the light would penetrate into it. And since it was fairly not clear at that time, they did program in the staggered banks of lights, and so we've gone back to the programming people, and they've reprogrammed our to essentially have, you can have half the lights on and vary the strength somewhat. So we believe that will give us longer lasting light bulbs in addition to continuing to meet our program.
Thank you for explaining that, because it's easier to say that than it is to write that in this policy.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
In essence, we can, each of the channels has 2 banks of lights. We can run with 1 bank of light in 1 channel, and you can vary the strength of that down to half if the water is clear enough. Just how far will the ultraviolet light penetrate into the wastewater. whatever we've done has increased our clarity substantially, which allows us to benefit by running the light bulbs less.
How did you do?
Pretty good.
Seal of approval.
So our recommendation this evening is that the city commission approve the purchase of the 480 light bulbs for $62,546.64. That does include supplies like extra washers and cleaning fluid and some other odds and ends besides just light bulbs.
Mr. Staples, do you have anything to add?
No, Mike, pretty clear. We're doing some testing now on just using one bank at a time, and we've had good results with their E. coli. So we're kind of pleased the way that's going.
Good. Any other questions for Mr. McDonald or Mr. Staples?
No.
Not, I'll take a motion.
I move that we approve the purchase of 480 low-pressure altar lamps, not to exceed $62,546.64.
Second.
Motion and a second to approve the purchase of the ultraviolet lamps and the associated equipment. Begin voting. Commissioner Rainey?
Aye.
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 Passes 4-0. Thank you. Consent agenda.
Mayor Pro Tem and Commission, I move for your approval claims for October 7th, 2017 through October 20th, 2017 in the amount of $523,154.49. The net amount for pay number 21 effective October 13th, 2017 in the amount of $297,753.42, and there is no police and fire pension at this time.
Second.
Motion and second to accept the consent agenda. Begin voting. Commissioner Weekly?
Aye.
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 Passes 4-0. Discussion among commissioners. Commissioner Rainey, anything?
No.
Mr. Dedeke?
I have nothing.
No, sir.
Weekly?
No, yeah,
Mr.
really
Kramer?
quiet,
Two
quiet
quick
week
items.
this week.
Two quick items. Thursday night, 5:30 at Fire Station 1 on 20th Street is the second stormwater public meeting. We look forward to having the public come out and hear about the project, ask any questions they may have. And then Thursday at 10 o'clock, we're just going to do a little ribbon cutting for the 2nd Street Bridge project. I've been out 2 days. I don't know, is the bridge open? No, we're holding it for the ribbon cutting. So that was a really big project that took quite a while to get done. So
Thursday,
do a
10
ribbon
a.m.?
cutting Thursday at 10 o'clock.
Thursday at 10.
I think we'll maybe still be, it won't be freezing cold. Does that come in Thursday or Friday?
They're saying
Friday.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is last night.
Okay.
That'll be okay.
Won't be too bad.
Quick question on, if you know, on the Home 2. They originally said they're going to turn the keys over to Hilton October 26th, which is Thursday. I just don't see them.
No,
quite there
before I left last week, I had heard that maybe that November 14th date was now going to be the end of November.
Okay.
So I don't have an exact date, but I do believe it's been pushed back
yet.
about 2
Working
weeks.
weekends, and I see people down there at night at times, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get it done, but there's a lot of work. Okay. Mr. Dawson, anything?
No comment?
Ms. Williamson? Your chance. Now I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We're adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah, what are we, 10 o'clock?
Yeah.
Does he want all that stuff for the meeting, or does he just want it at some time?
Well, Lana's gonna get him the personnel package.
Is PD able to get him a
They've got it all.